Hey guys, I make a pretty awesome piece of meat on the barbecue and everyone's asking me how I do it, so I thought I'd make a video and show how it's done. The big key is I don't use direct heat when I cook anything other than maybe burgers and hot dogs. So um, I'm not some kind of how do you say, snob, a grilling snob or anything like that. I just prefer to use indirect heat whenever I can. So the first thing I do is I load my little Weber chimney with briquettes. Um, just use regular paper. I don't use any starter fluid on my briquettes because I don't like the taste of it, but I do put it on the paper so it'll burn evenly instead of just burning it in one corner and letting it spread. There's my briquettes on some notebook paper and my torch to light it with. I let the briquettes burn until they've basically they're all glowing and starting to turn to ash on the edges. You get the most heat. I prefer to use smoke pellets, and I bought this little stainless steel can from Walmart for like $8. It's got holes drilled in the top. It's fairly thick, so I won't burn through. I always use Lure Jensen's brand of pellets. I've had really good success with them. Plus, they're made here in Oregon, so I like to support the local economy. Here I'm using hickory. I fill them up. I also use Kingsford briquettes because they're made here in the town that I live in, and I don't know anybody personally that works there, but if I can put a little bit of money and put people to work and put money in the economy, then I will. So I'll let those briquettes get nice and hot, and then I'll put them in the side burner. Yeah, that's nice and hot right there. That's just the way you want it. So I throw them in there, and I'll put my pellet box right on top of them. You can tell that box gets hot by its coloring. Now let's prepare some meat. These are these pork tenderloins that I get from Costco. They're a great deal. Um, Super tasty, super tender. Um, Costco, you have to buy in large quantity. I get two of these packages. There's two roasts in each package, so it's a pretty good deal. But you have to buy the larger quantity. But that's what the freezer's for. So one of these I'm going to season with a mesquite rub made by the James Gang, which is another local company here in Oregon. Their stuff is great. I bought them at a home show recently, and I love it. And I'll be ordering more up pretty soon. The other one, my wife really doesn't like anything other than salt and pepper on anything, whether it's chicken, meat, pork of any sort, anything like that. So she'll get salt and pepper on hers and my daughter's. There's the James Gang mesquite rub. Great stuff. And I just, sprinkle it on there, rub it in, try to dab up the excess with the other edges, and I'll just set it aside and work on the other one with just some salt and pepper. I always use a non-iodized table salt, or I'll get a kosher salt or something like that, something that dissolves a little easier. The reason they put iodine in salt is to keep it from clumping, and that also prevents it from penetrating as well. So I always use a non-iodized salt. I always prepare my meat after I put the pellets in. That allows it to get hot and start smoking, so it's It's basically a perfect timing. The timing that it takes to um, get my meat seasoned is about what it takes to get the smoker going. So let's take a look at how that smoker's doing. It's awesome. Plenty of smoke. Now remember, there's no heat source or briquettes in the main compartment of the grill. So after sitting in there for about 35-40 minutes or so, I pulled these roasts out. This is the one that had the seasoning on it, looking good, and the salt and pepper version. Now there will be comments probably about it being pink in there. It says specifically on the instructions that they only have to reach 145 degrees, and I always use a meat thermometer. Please subscribe. Feel free to share this video, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like the video. I encourage comments and any feedback you may have. Thank you very much.